Hello and welcome to the United Forum. This is your latest Manchester United news, transfer news, updates, and your opportunity to voice your opinion out for the very first time in Sri Lanka. We are live at 10 p.m. for the match reaction and player ratings. Disappointment once again for Manchester United fans. Manchester United draw against Everton at Old Trafford 1-1. Once again, the Oli Outers have voiced out, the Oli Doubters have voiced out, a few fans coming out still back in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A lot of questions. You know what? I did watch this fan vlog, where just after the match he said there are a lot of questions coming out of Manchester United at the moment than answers, which I totally agree with. A lot of questions to be asked by Manchester United. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the man for the future? Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer losing that dressing room? Cristiano Ronaldo, right after the match, went into that tunnel. Is that indicating that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is losing the dressing room? Questions to be asked by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer himself, his tactics, his substitutions. Yes, I thought they were the right substitutions. Cristiano Ronaldo coming in. Did he have to take Edinson Cavani? In my opinion, unless Edinson Cavani was injured, Cavani should have played the 90 minutes for me. He keeps on playing Cristiano Ronaldo on the left to give Cavani that striker's role. Then why take Cavani out to bring Cristiano Ronaldo in? Why not Mason Greenwood? I thought Mason Greenwood was the man to come out. Ronaldo should have replaced Greenwood. Martial shifts to the right. Ronaldo to play on the left. Was that the right decision to take Edinson Cavani out? In my opinion, no. Bringing in Fred at the right time, as soon as he did that mistake, he did bring in Pogba. Mind you, Paul Pogba was dropped from the Manchester United starting 11. He was not injured. He did not have a knock. No reason at all. I thought he was performing okay. Even if he was performing badly, he is the best midfielder we've got there when you take the likes of Scott McTominay and Fred Rodriguez. Fred does the mistake, concedes the goal, Pogba comes in too late. In the first place, Fred Rodriguez and Scott McTominay shouldn't have started for me. It should have been Pogba and Matic this match. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's substitutions to be questioned there. His tactics to be questioned. Is he losing the dressing room? Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the future of Manchester United? I've also got bad news. I've got good news. So before I get on to the player ratings, I'll start off with the good news. So the good news is that Cristiano Ronaldo is being awarded the Player of the Month for the month of September. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo is officially the Player of the Month for Manchester United for the month of September. Is he the man who deserves it? For me, I think Cristiano Ronaldo's signing here has given him that award. I think David De Gea is the man who deserves Player of the Month for September, because he has been exceptional since the start of the season. He has got us almost 9 to 12 points already this season, and we've only got 14 points this season. Out of that 14 points, I think David De Gea has given us 12 points. So Manchester United as a whole, as a team, 2 points only. Then I think it was individual brilliance when you consider De Gea giving us 9 points. Do send in your opinions, whatever you got Manchester United related, be the questions, be the opinions, be the statements, send them out on the live chat. And also we'll be rating our players as well, so do send in your ratings, your opinions on their performances as well on the live chat, because that is what keeps the show going. Yes, you must be wondering what the bad news is. Alright, do you want me to say the bad news right now or just at the end of the show? Shall I give it now? Shall I give it later or mid-show? What I'll do is, alright, I've got bad news left. So while I rate these players, since these players are also part of the match squad, while I rate these players, I'll give you the bad news as well. And also, there is a poll on the live chat. I'm quite sure you can see that in blue. The question is, what is your stand on Ole? Are you Oli in, Oli out, or Oli out? And as you see, the votings as of now is Oli in 50%. 50% votes going for Oli in, Oli out 25%, and Oli out 25%. Very interesting. I really would like to know if those fans who have tapped at Oli in there if they are actually Manchester United fans, because as of now rival fans want Oli in like I want Pochettino in for PSG. He just bottled a match today, as if you have been following, PSG did lose 2-0 to Rennes without Eduard Camavinga, the main man for the team last season as well. Well, this is Manchester United, the United Forum. Let's think to Manchester United content, shall we? No one really cares about the Farmers League. To start off, David De Gea today. So yes, before I start off with the player ratings, let me just read out that squad to you. I know you know the squad, but just to keep a little formalities up there. So the starting level today was David De Gea at goal, Aaron Bissaka, who I thought had an exceptional game. Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw. And in the midfield, oh my god, we've got the legends of Manchester United. We've got Fred Rodriguez. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, number 30, what? Scott McTominay at number 10. Yes, we've got Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial starting. Talk about rotation. He's rotated the front line, but not the midfield. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there. So, yes, we've got Anthony Martial at left wing. Cavani, I thought, had a brilliant game, a superb game he had. I thought he was playing a good role to start off. His work was undone when Cristiano Ronaldo came. Was Ronaldo the right substitution? Was Cavani the right player to take off? Was that the right substitution by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I thought no. And at right wing we did have Greenwood. Then our substitutions: Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, and Pogba. Once again, Jadon Sancho I thought stood out, had a great game as well. He showed glimpses of what he could do as well. And before I start off with the player ratings, if you are new to this channel, do give us a subscribe as well. Share this video to all your colleagues, your family, your friends, your Manchester United fans who you have as friends as well. Do give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, and do turn on notifications so that you know whenever we are live. To start off, David De Gea at goal once again. I thought he had a good game. A decent game, in fact. He had a good save the first half, crucial save once again showing where he is. His mentality right now is right there, right at the top. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer shouldn't be messing with David De Gea for me. I think he should be the number one consistently. He should be selected consistently unless there is an unavoidable reason. And definitely he won't be going on maternity leave this time as well, because the Sri Lankan government has said certain things. So yes, that's on hold. So thankfully David De Gea won't be going back to Spain for that maternity leave as well. To start off, yeah, David De Gea, the player ratings. Let me bring David De Gea on screen for you. There you go, the numero uno. The number one goalkeeper for me for Manchester United. Definitely decent game, good save the first half. Second half, the goal that was conceded, like I always football is about opinions. Opinions differ, so do send in your opinions as well. So for me, yes, David De Gea is a 7. I've rated him a 7. Your rating might differ, and that is why we've got the live chat. Send in your opinions. We may come to terms of agreement as well. We'll surely discuss your opinions out. Maybe if we can reach out to an agreement, yes, get there as well. But if we can't, opinions differ, so we've got no problem at all. So that is David De Gea. Next on screen, we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The thing about Wan-Bissaka, the interesting thing about Wan-Bissaka, I think the red card is actually paying off for him. I know it's not nice to hear, but I think that red card is giving Aaron Wan-Bissaka a crucial rest. Because we know about Ole. Ole keeps playing a certain set of players over and over again. I think the red card is giving him a rest, and I think that rest is paying off. Apart from David De Gea, I thought Aaron Wan-Bissaka was the best player Manchester United had, especially on that first half. Wan-Bissaka was terrific. His tackling was on point, was spot on. Offensively, yes, I know he needs improvement. But the thing we saw yesterday, I'm not quite sure if you guys do notice things like this, but what I did see and what the commentators too emphasized on is that Aaron Van Bissaka and Mason Greenwood, Robin Hood and Greenwood. So Aaron Mason Greenwood working on the right side way better than Luke Shaw and Anthony Martial on the. Mason Greenwood has been playing on that right wing for quite some time now. So along with that, with the time that Mason Greenwood has been playing and Aaron Van Bissaka on the right, we've seen that their relationship, that chemistry has grown. And this is why I always keep saying Sancho shouldn't be playing on the right. Last season we complained about all our creativity coming from the left, Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford, our right side being dead. And that is why Manchester United got Jadon Sancho this summer. So you play Sancho on the right flank. Goodness sake. You play Jadon Sancho on that right flank. The more you play him, the more the relationship between Jadon Sancho and Aaron Van Bissaka grows, the more that chemistry gets better, and the better we can get from Aaron Van Bissaka and Jadon Sancho. I think Aaron Van Bissaka's offensive output will improve. That Sancho, you've got to make him adapt already and build that chemistry, grow that relationship with Aaron Van Bissaka. So apart from David De Gea, I thought Aaron Van Bissaka was the best player Manchester United had on pitch, especially that first half. So yes, I've given Aaron Van Bissaka a 7 as well. So moving on, we move on to our centre-back pairing. That is to start off with Rafael Varane and Victor Lindelof. So I'll start off with Rafael Varane. For there he is on screen. I thought Varane too had a good game. I thought, yes, he had a decent game. Yes, the goal we conceded, can we blame the defense? I suppose not, because we Manchester United now this season have been getting caught out on the counter attack. I think, listen, that's part of coaching for me, because that set piece, I know it was not the best. Bruno Fernandes too said that, but I still think it's part of coaching. And unfortunately, Fred did that mistake there. I thought Scott McTominay and Fred were playing well, better than been having one of the best games this season. That is Fred and McTominay, and Fred comes up with that mistake and goal goes away. You can't blame the defense. It was on a set piece. Rafael Varane is up front as well, so you really can't blame the defense, in my opinion. But had we had Nemanja Matic there instead of Fred, I'll tell you what, Nemanja Matic would have taken that yellow card. I know he won't have the legs to chase Demarai Gray, but I'm sure that Nemanja Matic, first thing, he wouldn't have been in a position like that to give away that goal. If he was, definitely Matic would have taken that foul, taken that yellow card, and stopped that play going on and conceding that goal. So I thought, in fact, Rafael Varane had a decent game. So yes, I've gone with a 7 for Rafael Varane as well. So do send in your opinions on the live chat as well, your questions, your statements, anything Manchester United related on that live chat. If you've got a different rating, do send in that as well. That is a 7 for Rafael Varane. From Rafael Varane, of course, we do move to Victor Lindelof. The thing with Lindelof, most people say that with Rafael Varane next to him, Lindelof looks like a much better centre-back. Yes, I can agree, he looks like a much better centre-back, but when you consider one-on-ones, I thought Lindelof was pretty weak. He's pretty weak, and he was pretty weak yesterday as well, especially against the Deep Marai Gray. There was one instance where we were lucky enough, he did not come into the tackle. Lindelof did not come into the tackle, but he was on his feet following Gray. Gray couldn't do the pass well. And the second instance, Gray knew that he couldn't cut inside because Lindelof was not committing to that tackle. So he decided to go on, and ultimately it ended up in being a corner. I think one-on-one, he still needs improvement. Can we trust Lindelof at a one-on-one? Definitely not. I think I would have Maguire instead of Lindelof. That is my opinion. Do send in your opinions on the live chat, as I always say too. So yes, with Victor Lindelof, I've gone with a 6. That is my rating. Your rating might differ. Do send in your ratings on the live chat as well. From Victor Lindelof, we move on to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, I thought, listen, Alex Telles scored a worthy of a goal against Villarreal in the Champions League game. Yes, he got a slight knock. Telles should have started for me. For me, Alex Telles should have started at left back. I thought Luke Shaw, in fact, was still playing with an injury yesterday. I saw his left foot when he did lift that trouser as well. His left foot was covered with heavy scrappings. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say he is ill, he is having a shoulder injury, he is also having the leg injury on his knee as well. His knee was heavily strapped. It was an injured Shaw play yesterday. I really don't understand why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer keeps overplaying players. You saw it with Rashford last season. I'm seeing it with McTominay. I think McTominay is still not fit to play a full 90 minutes, that took in consecutive matches. He's been playing 3 consecutive matches, 90 minutes on the full right after injury. So I think McTominay is still not ready. He's not there yet. Neither was Luke Shaw yesterday. And Luke Shaw ultimately had a poor game. I thought if Alex Telles was there, Telles would have had a better game in my opinion. Luke Shaw had an off game yesterday, and I've given Luke Shaw a 5. That is my rating. Your ratings might differ as well, so do send in your opinions on the live chat. Your ratings, your statements, anything Manchester United related. I know I keep repeating it. Yes, do send them, because that is what keeps the show going. That is our defense for yesterday. And to start off with midfield, the man himself, number 17, with the Brazilian passport, one of the best midfielders in Europe, arguably way better than the so-called Lionel Messi. He's above the standards of Cristiano Ronaldo. Man, what a Manchester United player. Jokes apart, Fred, terrible game. Shouldn't have been starting the first place. You can't blame Fred. You can't be, throughout this season, throughout last season, throughout this season, Manchester United fans have been going at Fred and Scott McTominay. Listen, I know they are not at that level as a Manchester United player yet. Yes, they have poor games. You really can't blame them, can you? Because it is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the end of the day who keeps picking these two players. We keep scolding McTominay, we keep scolding Fred, but we should be blaming Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he is the manager. He is the one who keeps picking these players to start. Because listen, if you are a football player, you are a Manchester United player, if you fit into the shoes of Fred, Solskjaer comes and says, Fred, you ready, mate? You'll be starting next match. Are you going to say no? Definitely not, because it's one of the greatest clubs in Europe. It's Manchester United, the biggest club in England. You wouldn't say no, and starting for a club as such is an honor, a privilege in fact. And you can't blame these lads as well. So it's, at the end of the day, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is to be blamed for me. And that is why I've given Fred a 5. Bad game, terrible game. Should have, in fact, not a 5. I'm sorry, not a 5. I've given Fred a 4. He shouldn't have started in the first place. You can't blame him for that. He was taken to the park twice by Demarai Gray. He went on, shoulder barged him the first time, couldn't get him. Went on the second time, Gray took him back to Shakhtar as well. So yes, bad game for Fred as well. Before that happened, I thought Manchester United yesterday played quite well, considering the temper of the game. Throughout this season, we've seen a slow tempo, passing's been slow, we've seen the ball go back, we played from the back. But yesterday, what I did see was a better tempo. The tempo was much faster than the previous games. The passing was better. In fact, Fred and Scott McTominay, with all honesty, had one of the best games this season they've had so far. Their passing was good. You see Scott McTominay and Fred pass it to the sides. They pass it to the sides, play from the sides, or they pass it back. They don't play the ball forward. We did see that change yesterday. Definitely credit to the coach in there. and got Fred off the hood again as well. So yes, that one mistake made the game shambles for him as well. And after that, right after that, he was taken off. So I thought he shouldn't have started. It should have been Pogba and Matic yesterday. We did not see that either. Ultimately, we were victims of our own decision making. In fact, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a victim of his own decision making. And let me tell you this, whether you're Ole in, Ole out, Ole down, whether you're on the fence on Ole, whatever it is you have on Ole, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer continues to play Scott McTominay and Fred, that will be the end of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United. And I'll tell you what, it won't take long, because we are seeing signs of it. Because fans are going against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We're getting talks that certain players in the dressing room are frustrated. They are not happy with Ole. We've seen a lot of signs, a lot of things coming out. Ole's got to pull out a miracle as soon as possible, because yesterday was the game we should have changed things. Everton was injured. Everton were there for the taking. Their talisman, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, were injured. They also had a few other players injured, 2 other players if I'm not wrong. I can't remember who it is properly, but there were 4 players injured for Everton as well. Everton were there for the taking at Old Trafford. We draw 1-1. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got to pull out a miracle as well. To move it on, definitely, if Fred is the wife, we've got the husband, Scott McTominay. If Fred is the husband, we've got the wife, Scott McTominay. If Fred is the wife, we've got the husband, Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, Fred's best friend, mango friend, whatever you call it, Scott McTominay. I thought he had a bad game as well. He had a better game than Fred, in my opinion, but I still think is Scott McTominay is not fit enough. He is not ready to play a full game just yet, because right after the injury he played a full 90 minutes, and consecutively for 3 matches just after injury Scott McTominay has been playing full 90 minutes. In my opinion, he is not ready yet. I'm not quite sure if that injury is still affecting him. If it is, I feel sorry. Definitely he is a Manchester United player. I will back him. If he is not up to standards, he shouldn't be starting. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer favors Fred and McTominay, and that is costing him, as I always say. So yes, not Fred, Scott McTominay. I thought he had an okay game, but just below average, because I barely saw him on that pitch yesterday. I barely saw him do anything really, because people praise Scott McTominay and Fred defensively. They say that these 2 lads are good. Let me tell you what, Fred and Scott McTominay are not defensive midfielders. They are box-to-box midfielders. We've seen what Scott McTominay can do when he is allowed to move forward. We saw it against Leeds last year as well. We've seen these glimpses of it this season. We've seen what Fred could do when he can move forward, when he played for Brazil, and we've seen it at Manchester United at times as well. But are they Manchester United players? Is this midfield pivot a Manchester United midfield pivot? In my opinion, no. Squad players definitely good enough for the bench, good enough as squad players, as rotation, definitely, but not starters. They're just not there. That is the defensive midfield pivot for you. And to start off, number 10, Bruno Fernandes, leading from the front. What a player so far for Manchester United. As well, he had a decent game, didn't he? Got a good assist. I thought that was a very good assist. Yes, some may say that the assist, the pass was too slow. Let me tell you what, that was the perfect pass for Martial. Go watch the highlights and you realize why I tell that. I thought he had a decent game, not the best of games, not the best games he could have, but yes, he had an okay game considering our performances yesterday, and that is why I've given Bruno Fernandes 7 as well. Just send in your thoughts, your opinions, your questions, whatever you got Manchester United related on the live chat as well. Yeah, here's a poll going on. Do vote on that as well. The question is, what is your stand on Oli? And at the moment, we don't have an exact winner. Oli in is at 40%. Oli out at 40 as well, and Oli down at 20. If it does remain in a tie, the tiebreaker will be me. Yes, the United Forums vote as well. Moving on, let's move on from Bruno Fernandes. A decent game, a good assist, couldn't score a goal. Not the best of games. He still has potential to do better. We've seen it throughout the past as well. So I've given, considering last night's performances from Manchester United, I've given him a 7. Anthony Martial, Tony Martial, he is back. Ice cold Martial, eyes in the veins, man. With Martial, a good goal to score. I did not expect Martial to start yesterday. I know most Manchester United fans did not expect Anthony Martial to start yesterday, but I specifically think Anthony Martial started. Why Anthony Martial started yesterday for me was not because it was rotation. We barely see Oli do rotation, but I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, in my opinion, why Anthony Martial started yesterday was because Anthony Martial was picked for that France squad. He should have started, but yes, it paid off. We did not expect Martial to start. It paid off with a goal. But apart from that goal, after that goal, I really did not see Martial on that pitch. But from what I did hear was Martial is still injured as well. He did play with an injury. So considering that as well, a decent performance, considering the fact he was out of form and coming back playing with that injury and getting out of the score sheet, considering that I've given Martial an 8. Listen, with Martial, I don't mind if Martial doesn't start, but definitely Martial has to be bought at certain times in the game, especially when Rashford comes, because Rashford will be our left wing. We know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has obsession with players like Rashford, Greenwood, Scott McTominay, Fred. I think when Rashford comes in, Rashford shouldn't be overplayed, and therefore he should be rotated with Martial and not Sancho on the left. Ole, you gotta change that, mate. That is Martial starting off for front line as well, and from Martial we'll move on to Cavani. Whoopsie doopsie. And man, what a pick. I love this pick of Edinson Cavani, man. What a pick, what a player, what a signing for Manchester United as well. A deadline day signing, no one expected, and definitely paying off for Manchester United. I thought he had a very good game. He had a very good game against Villarreal when he came on. He made an impact, a key impact, a crucial impact. With Everton yesterday, I thought he was very good. He was vocal. He was leading that lineup from the front. He had a header, in fact, which did not get into goal. I thought he should have done better as well. It was a good header. In fact, he shouldn't have done better. That was the best he could do. It was a good save by Pickford, in fact, and he did quite well. He comes out at 55 minutes, if I'm not wrong. Was it the right decision by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Definitely not, because I'll tell you what, for me, what I felt, if Cavani was there, he would have made a better impact, because once Ronaldo came, that job was undone. Throughout the past few matches, we see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer shifting Ronaldo to the left to bring in Edinson Cavani up front. Then why not do it this time? Why not take Mason Greenwood out? Mason Greenwood did not have the best of games for me either. I thought he had an average game. The impact he normally makes, he was not there. He has been off the past 2 games, considering the last game as well. He did not have the best games against Villarreal, and I thought Greenwood should have come off. Ronaldo should have come in for Greenwood, move Martial to the right, have Ronaldo on the left, play Cavani on up front as a striker. Why not do that? Instead, he takes Cavani off, brings in Ronaldo. Wrong substitution for me. Unfortunate for Cavani. Unless Cavani was injured, he shouldn't have come off. I'm not quite sure. if he was injured as of yet as well. Apart from that, I thought Cavani had an average game. I thought if he had stayed for more time, definitely it would have been above average. So I've given Edinson Cavani a 6. Do send in your ratings, your opinions, anything you've got Manchester United related, do send it on the live chat as well. And from Cavani, we move on to our right wing. That is Mason Greenwood. Love the celebration. Give bright future. Just not the game for yesterday. I thought did not have a good game. Had an average game. Is he the man to play on the right? For me, okay, when he is on good form, considering the fact that he has done well, he is on red hot form. Yes, he should be on the right, but I want to see Jadon Sancho play on the right rather than Greenwood, because we signed Jadon Sancho for that. That is what we signed Jadon Sancho for. Yesterday, if you did watch Jadon Sancho, we saw a glimpse of what Jadon Sancho could offer for Manchester United. He played quite well. I thought the only positive from yesterday's match was Jadon Sancho, and that is why he should be playing on the right for me. Shift Greenwood to the left, in fact, but will Ole Gunnar Solskjaer take that risk? I suppose no. Apart from that, I thought Greenwood had an average game as well, and that is why I've given Greenwood a 6 as well. If you have a different rating, your opinions, send them out on the live chat as well. And now we move on from the starting lineup to the substitutes. Start off with Ronaldo. With all honesty, I love Ronaldo. I respect the man. He's been a great footballer, great servant to Manchester United. But yesterday, it was just not there for me. I thought, yes, you can't blame Ronaldo alone, because, listen, Ronaldo, when he does not get the ball, when he is not getting enough service, when he is not getting enough of the ball, he keeps tucking back, he keeps dropping deep, which is not what we want from Cristiano Ronaldo. What we want from Cristiano Ronaldo is stay close to that box and deliver the goals. You can't blame Ronaldo. We did not have enough service yesterday. Shaw was injured. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, yes, we do know Wan-Bissaka needs improvement. And I thought, with all honesty, I thought Ronaldo had an average game yesterday. He really couldn't do anything much. No service. Our play was not good at all. Once the substitutions were made, I thought we were not good enough. Sancho was okay. I think we still need improvement there at the wing backs. We still need more service. Our play needs to improve. All on coaching. If we are to get the best out of these players, something has to change. Like Bruno Fernandes said, something is wrong out there. He did say something is wrong, and what is wrong is not to do with a person, not to do with a certain person. Definitely talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there. I doubt that. I really doubt that. But definitely something out there is wrong. My feeling on Manchester United at this moment of time is that something is definitely happening in that dressing room. We saw it with Pogba, we saw it with Van de Beek, we saw Eric Bailly talking to Van de Beek as well, we saw it with Dean Henderson. A lot of things happening. We saw Ronaldo rushing into that tunnel with disappointment as well. So definitely Ronaldo is going to come out there and voice out as well, because Ronaldo did not come to Manchester United to retire. He said it himself. He is not here to retire. He is here to win. He is here to bring back the glory days and help Manchester United and make a better career for himself as well. So definitely for me, something out there is happening in the dressing room, and I'm sure it will be exposed quite soon. It will come out quite soon, and until then, let's have our fingers crossed as well. Jadon Sancho, I thought had a superb game yesterday. For me, the only positive from yesterday's game was Jadon Sancho. He had a very good game. He is improving. He is adapting. I've given Jadon Sancho a 7 due to that as well. Do send in your opinions. Definitely send in your opinions on the live chat. Send in your opinions on the live chat. Send in your ratings on the live chat. Statements and questions, anything Manchester United related, send it on that live chat as well. And moving on to Paul Pogba, and now this is where the bad news comes with Paul Pogba. So from what I got today, at this moment of time, at this current situation, Paul Pogba is not going to sign that contract. And why he is not going to extend his contract is because the lack of clarity at Manchester United. He still doesn't see his role at Manchester United apparently, because with all honesty we can agree on that, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer uses Pogba on the left wing to accommodate Scott McTominay and Fred. Now the thing is, when Rashford comes in, we know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's obsession with players like Greenwood, Greenwood, Scott McTominay, Fred as well, and also with Rashford. So definitely once Rashford is fully fit, that is after the international break, definitely we'll see Rashford on that left wing. So once Rashford comes out of that left wing, where is he going to play Paul Pogba? Listen, Paul Pogba has been at Manchester United for almost 6 years now, 6 to 7 years. He was there during Mourinho's time. He had problems with Mourinho. Mourinho did not like Pogba. He couldn't flourish. Yes, we did win the Carabao Cup, we did win the Europa League, but are those the trophies Pogba wants to win? He wants to win those big trophies, the leagues, the Premier Leagues, the Champions Leagues, the FA Cups is what he is here for. And definitely not the Europa League or Carabao Cup. And since his arrival at Manchester United have been promising Pogba different projects, saying that we are going to bring in these players, bring in these people, we are going to win, by this time we'll have this, that. Manchester United have given false promises to Paul Pogba, and this has definitely unsettled the ship, unsettled him as well, and not stable that ship as well. The ship is currently heading onto a storm. In fact, so Paul Pogba is unhappy, and when you have Mino Raiola as your agent, definitely is going to make things worse as well. He says it's because of the lack of clarity as well, and because he doesn't see his role at Manchester United. So once Rashford comes, like I said, what is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going to do with Paul Pogba? We saw Paul Pogba being benched yesterday, so that Scott McTominay and Fred start. Are we going to see this throughout the season? If we do see this, which I think we will see, because it is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, definitely Paul Pogba will sign that contract as well. And also another reason why he is not signing that contract is because the start we've had this season, we've not been consistent. Tactically we've not been good enough, our coaching has not been good enough. A poor start of the season once again, and that is another reason why Pogba is not signing the contract. So definitely, in my opinion, I think Pogba will run his contract down and definitely join a team elsewhere. Maybe not in England, definitely a Spain or Italy. It's either going to be Juventus or Real Madrid, definitely, or maybe a Barcelona. You never know where he'll sign. You don't never know where he'll sign as well. Football is a funny game. It's full of drama as well. So you never know where Paul Pogba might end up. But in my opinion, I think Paul Pogba will run his contract down and move away from Manchester United as well. So getting the rating, I'll go on. I've got more news as well. I'll continue with the news right after Pogba's rating, and what I have rated Pogba is a 6. Yes, he came on quite late. He was dropped yesterday as well, and ultimately he couldn't make that difference as well. He couldn't be the X factor. It was too late. The tempo of the game, I thought, slowed down as well at the latter parts of the game. He was not good enough. Average game for him as well. Couldn't make the difference. Yes, I've given him a 6. Do send in your opinions and ratings, whatever you got Manchester United related, on the live chat as well. So going on with that bad news as well. So like I said, I really think Paul Pogba will run his contract down and join a team elsewhere, unless like you see in social media now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is sacked, Zidane comes in, or maybe a Rick Ten Hag, a better manager with competence and promises. I know Manchester United have kept promising Paul Pogba. I think a different manager, a more competent manager, a proven manager like Zidane can change things, because if Zidane does come to Manchester United as the next manager before this season, we do know that Paul Pogba's idol is Zidane, so there are chances if Zidane comes to Manchester United, Paul Pogba stays. I don't see that happening. I think The board is happy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The board is happy with the fourth place. Listen, the Glazers, they barely know about football. How the Glazers view this situation at the moment is they get onto that points table. All right, we are 2 points off the top of the table. All going good for Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, your job is secure, man. Keep doing what you are doing. You are doing a good job. That is how it is with the Glazers. So I really don't see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being sacked. I think he'll go this season, and at the end of the season is where things will be decided for him as well. Apart from that, if there is an otherwise, I think the next 8 matches are going to be crucial, because the next 8 fixtures are quite big fixtures against tough opponents, the likes of Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Leicester. So we've got a few tough fixtures as well. So I think that will be a deciding point for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. Moving on from Paul Pogba, Van de Beek. So what I've got as of today in the morning as well, Van de Beek is definitely leaving Manchester United in January. Van de Beek wanted to leave Manchester United last summer. In fact, this summer in the transfer window to Everton on a loan move. Van de Beek wanted Everton wanted Van de Beek. Manchester United blocked the move. As of January, as of what I've got now, Van de Beek is definitely moving in January, and it is very likely, to be Everton once again, because they were in for him in January as well. So it's likely to be Everton, but Manchester United can block that move once again. I'll tell you what, which I think is very unlikely. I really don't think Manchester United will block the move if Van de Beek's future does not change. Listen, he's almost been at Manchester United for 2 years. He's not played first team football for 2 years. His career is in vain. His career is wasted. 2 years of his career wasted. We promised Ajax will use Donny van de Beek. Ajax approached Manchester United with a letter as well to take good care of Donny van de Beek. Ajax approached the fans. I'll tell you what, Ajax are really going to be disappointed with this. And I know Ajax is a good team where they build a huge squad, a young squad into good players, and later watch them get into better clubs in Europe like Manchester United, Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Those big clubs in Europe, and watch them shine there. Don't expect any young player who is a rising star in Ajax to move to Manchester United in future for some time. It's going to be a long time after what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and after what Manchester United have done for Donny van de Beek. So definitely Donny van de Beek will move in January unless his move is blocked. That is what it is with Donny van de Beek as of now as well. The thing with Donny van de Beek is he wants first team football. He wants to play for Manchester United. He is happy to play for Manchester United. It's just that he is not getting that opportunity. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not giving him that opportunity. Definitely at the moment, Donny van de Beek is frustrated. He is disgusted at the situation as of now. And a move in January is very likely unless Manchester United will block that move again, which would make things worse for me. So I really don't think that will happen. So definitely Donny van de Beek will move in January as well. And moving on to Jesse Lingard, we've got news on Lingard as well. Lingard desperately wants Manchester United. Lingard wants Manchester United. Manchester United don't mind having Lingard, but can't promise him first team football. We lost the game yesterday. Paul Pogba came in, Jadon Sancho came in, Cristiano Ronaldo came in. And at a time where Jesse Lingard is known as a super sub, where he is given that tag of a super sub, Jesse Lingard is unable to come onto the pitch and change the game for Manchester United yet again. So questions on his future there. Are you going to sign that contract? What, in my opinion, for the best of Jesse Lingard, for the best of his career, he has to move on from Manchester United. Last season, we did see him moving on from Manchester United on loan in January to West Ham. He did quite there. He was exceptional there. He won Premier League Player of the Month, called back to the England squad. tore it apart at West Ham, came back to Manchester United. West Ham wanted him once again. Lingard wanted Manchester United. Manchester United were okay to keep Lingard, and the situation is quite similar as well. Manchester United want Lingard. United are okay. They are not forcing Lingard to leave as well, but there are teams out there which would take Lingard as of now. The likes of Leicester and West Ham are very likely to. So that is pretty much the news I've got for you as well. And about Manchester United, what I did want to emphasize on today is you take the current situation at Manchester United. You take the current situation at Manchester United. We have a top squad. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is fully backed. We've had a superb transfer window. I think it's one of the best transfer windows we've had in a while. So that is that. And you take the situation Chelsea were in a few seasons back with Frank Lampard. His results were good. There were patches of him in good results. There were patches of bad results as well. He was fully back in the transfer window. The pressure was on. He was asked to challenge for that title. Frank Lampard was never in a situation like that. And as of now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been fully back. The demands are to challenge for that title. Solskjaer has never been in a situation like that. When Chelsea was in that situation, Lampard was sacked. Listen, it's a very similar situation. Frank Lampard is a Chelsea legend. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a Manchester United legend. The Chelsea board want to win. The difference is the two boards, the two parents of the clubs, you could say. For an example, the Glazers and the Chelsea board. The Chelsea board want to win. They saw the imbalance in results. They saw there were certain patches, there were purple patches where we won. There were certain patches where Chelsea lost. They knew Lampard was not the man. Tuchel was available. Sacked Frank Lampard. Lampard being a club legend. Lampard was sacked. They bought in Tuchel. Tuchel won the Champions League. The same scenario at Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being a United legend. Will United sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and go for a better manager when you've got the options of Zidane, Conte, Luis Enriquez and Erik ten Hag? I suppose no, because the Manchester United board is not as competent as the Chelsea board, so I doubt Solskjaer will be sacked. So that is pretty much it. I did give you a small brief description of the situation at Manchester United now as well. So it's very similar to the Chelsea situation like I told you a few seasons back, the only difference being the Chelsea board being competent and Manchester United board being incompetent as well. So yes, that is pretty much it. The player ratings and match reaction was what we were here for today. If you did 2 days back, it was Children's Day. I hope all of you had, all the little children there had a good Children's Day as well. And to all those elderly people, I hope you had a good Elders Day. That is pretty much it. We were here for the match reactions and player ratings. That's Sunday for the 10 p.m. show. That is pretty much it for today, folks. And before I leave, do follow us on Instagram. There you go. The United.forum is our username. If you are a little lazy, type that username onto your search bar. The link is in the description. So do go head out onto our description. Click on the link below as well and follow us on Instagram. We are currently at 126 subscribers. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe to our channel as well. Share this video to your friends, Manchester United fans, your family. Get them to subscribe, leave a like at this video as well. And if you are not watching this live, if you've got any questions, if you've got any opinions, comments, do send them on the comments section as well. I'll take my time to have a check on them and maybe if I can answer them as well. That is pretty much it for today. The lockdown is lifted in Sri Lanka, so yes, unless it is necessary to step out, so do stay at home, stay safe, sanitize yourselves, wear a mask at all times. And until I see you next Friday at 10 p.m. we won't be having the pre-match press conference reaction since it is the international break. So yes, something different next Friday as well, so do tune in at 10 p.m. next Friday. Until I see you again, have a good night and a blessed week. This is United Forum.